Never heard of this dish before, but I'm glad we're here. It's called mul kalbi. Mul meaning water and kalbi meaning beef rib bones. I'm not sure where the rib bones are, but we'll go ahead and ignore that part. My guess is that the owner of this restaurant owns a soybean farm because I have never seen a mountain of soybeans that big in my entire life. It's just insane. 네, 고맙습니다. And now we've got our steaming pot of the egg in the tukbegi, which is that stone pot there. Yeah, that's got to be around 4 pounds of soybean sprouts. I don't know if any human ever has consumed 4 pounds of soybean sprouts in one sitting, but we're about to do just that. I'm not exactly sure what's going on with this meat. It was frozen and sliced thinly. It looks like a bit of a meat toupee, actually. And then, of course, hiding 4 pounds of soybean sprouts. This is one of the funniest looking dishes I've ever seen, and I like it. This is quite the deal for 3 people. This whole entire thing here is around $68 US, and this will easily feed 3 people. Now, there's a little surprise. They also give you a plate of fried squid. Okay, this is enough fried squid for a small gathering of 15 people as a little appetizer. This is enormous. Hey, it's pretty crispy though, so at least they did a good job with it. Well, so we asked the waiter, I said, hey, this looks like bulgogi to me. It doesn't look like kalbi. So bulgogi is thinly sliced beef with no bone. Kalbi is beef with bone in it. It's the rib. So I said to the waiter, I said, where's our kalbi? And the guy's like, man, did you even bother looking at the bottom of your pot? We'll be eating on this thing for a week. The bounty of goodness in this soup is quite nice. It is an excellent value and very, very beefy, spicy. And you can adjust the amount of doneness you want on your meat. So you just dip it in lightly. The dipping sauce, by the way, has a little bit of mustard in there. Not as in American mustard, but as in the mustard plant, that strong pungent flavor. Matches quite well with the beef. A little bit savory, a little bit salty. Really good. Now how about the beef ribs? Big chunk of beefy rib in the same sauce. Very tender, well stewed. Been braised for a long time. Give it a nice mouthfeel. Still very beefy inside and quite good dipped in the sauce. Is this the greatest beef in Korea? Absolutely not. Are you kidding? For this price, it's great though. You cannot beat this. This is such a value. And if you're hungry with some of your friends, there's no way 3 people could finish this. This is easily for 4 people, possibly even 5. The soup itself, spicy, a little bit sweet with kind of a fruity balance to it. Smooth mouthfeel. Got a lot of bright notes. It's not just deep beefiness. It's a layer of deep beefiness. Then you get some middle layer in there, kind of some fruitiness. Then you get some high top notes of really bright, not floral flavors, but almost like fresh fruity flavors. That's a lot going on in that soup. The more I'm eating this, the more I'm starting to like it. And another bonus, you get some sweet potato noodles in here. Yeah, these can be well worth it because they get to be chewy and they absorb the flavor of the soup. And oh, by the way, you'll notice that even though I've only had a couple of bites, that my bib has already become stained. Wear the bib if you come here. Chewy sweet potato noodle goodness. Soup just never quits. I found another big, massive kalbi bone in there I didn't even see earlier. Okay, Time to try some of the 4 pounds of bean sprouts. Should be fully cooked now and reasonably tender. I think they should change this to bean sprout soup. You know, those long skims of the bean sprouts, they actually absorbed a lot of flavor of the soup. So they taste like the soup and they're really good. Oh, yeah, see what I told you about that bib before? Now you're seeing the worth of that bib. Hot, 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 hot. One more last step to making it just right. Dip it in the sauce with that little bit of mustard in there. You get the beefiness, you get some sprouts. It's spicy, it's savory. Now what you need is a nice piece of garlic. Now we've achieved the best possible flavor you can get out of this soup. Very, very satisfying. Now that we've come close to finishing a third of this soup, I found out what my favorite part is. My favorite part is actually the soybean sprouts. The reason is that this soup by itself is really nice and very complex, but just a little bit too sweet. Now we're in Seoul, a lot of the stuff here is a little bit too sweet. However, when you get it diluted into those long stems of the soybean sprouts, it's just right. You get the crunchy top of that soybean sprout. Even the long legs of that thing are still good. Nice crispiness to it. When the soup gets in there, you get the spicy, the crunchy, and just the right level of balancing sweetness. Overall, high marks for this restaurant for sure. And I guess it's really good news that I like the soybean sprouts the best, because even after they're cooked and we had an enormous amount of them, there's still plenty more to go around. We're never going to run out of these things.